Hi everybody, listen, I wanted to make this wee video to let you know a bit more about the All That You Are course. I've had a number of inquiries about it and I thought it would be worthwhile making the wee video. Please, as always, if you want to know any more about anything, and whether it's the course, the page, just drop me an email or a wee message on the page and I'll get back to you. The course came about, I created it about a year and a half ago, and I was fortunate enough to run it at the North Ayrshire Wellbeing and Recovery College down at the Ardrossan headquarters. And it was a 3-week course then, and it seemed to be really well received and people seemed to get a lot from it. So I was asked back this year to extend it from a 3-week course to a 6-week course. And as a result of the pandemic, it also went online. And what I did this time was created a workbook so that people could do some of the tasks at a time and a pace suitable to them, and have the information there and the positive reminders, because often when you go through or are going through grief, loss, change, trauma, processes of recovery, rediscovery, you can often hear what people are saying but really struggle to feel it because of a disconnect with yourself. And as we're talking on the course, I'm saying it's kind of almost like an electrical circuit with a breaker missing, and it's, you know, people have often said to me, oh, you're not listening, you don't hear what I'm saying, I keep telling you this. I do hear, I hear what people are saying, and sadly the good things that I hear I struggle to feel because of a disconnect that I have with myself, because of what happened to me in childhood and what's happened in adulthood. And it's something that I am always working on, and I am so much better at valuing myself more over the last 5 years maybe. And I think it's really, really important that we learn to value ourselves more, because in the words of Aristotle, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. And for me, so often we're focusing on academic ability, and yet we can have so many qualifications, so many specialisms, so many expertise in so many different areas of life, and yet arguably the one area that most people struggle with or are uncomfortable with is looking at ourselves, valuing ourselves, increasing our self-awareness, actually liking ourselves a bit more, being kinder to ourselves. And I like to think of it as positive discomfort, because if we're not growing through what we're going through, we're not evolving, we're not changing. All we're doing is doing the same thing and expecting different results, and that's not going to happen. Trust me, I've spent, you know, I'm nearly half a century old, and I've spent a lot of it trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. And really it was me having a mix of people in my life and professionals that valued me for who I am, that really helped me turn a corner. And that's where All That You Are comes from. It very much is what it says. It's about focusing on all that you are rather than all that you think you're not, or all that you've been told you're not, and all that you in turn have told yourself you're not. And it comes from the experiences we go through. It comes from, you know, sometimes living in a constant state of fight or flight. It comes from reacting to things that have happened to us or been done to us. So the All That You Are course is about recognising all of your capacities, your strengths, your wisdom, your transferable skills, your knowledge, and building on that, because it's about the experiences that you have gone through have often, I would assume, required every tool that you have in your toolkit and every bit of fuel that you have in your tank to get through it and to keep moving forward. And that, honestly, people can learn so much from who you are and how you have survived and how you have managed and how you continue to manage, because sadly some wounds are cut so deep that they're not going to go. You can't just cover them up with plasters. You can't just, think that something else will go in its place and everything will be fine. In my own experience and in my own opinion, that's not how it works. But it's about learning to salve those wounds when they reopen. And it's learning that you're not what happened to you. You are so much more than what happened to you. And it's using all of the different skills that you have within and recognising them and valuing them more, because they are such valuable assets to society and really strong foundations for helping yourself and others to really get a better sense of self and to value yourself more and to start realising that you determine how people treat you. It's very much a strengths-based course. It's built on kindness and empathy. It's about discovering a greater sense of self. It's about looking at self-talk, self-care, and realising that all of these words, self-talk, self-love, self-compassion, self-appreciation, self-belief, self-worth, they all have that word self in them because they can't be found in anybody else. It's about us, it's about you, and it's realising that you don't have to go through it alone. It's about all of us working together, and realising that individually we can make change. Collectively we can confront what's wrong and multiply what's right. And together we can grow through everything that we're going through. We can evolve, we can flourish, we can value each other, we can find a place of acceptance, belonging, and an environment that helps you grow. And that's what All That You Are is. It's exactly like I said on the tin. It's looking at all that you are rather than all that you think you're not, all that you've been told you're not, and all that you've in turn told yourself you're not. It's about shifting that inner dialogue and talking to yourself like you would someone you love. So I hope that encapsulates most of it. Like I said, there's workbooks and I can send out more information on it, but it comes from the heart. It comes from someone who has worked in this arena for a very long time, and learned that people don't always need advice. People don't always need to be told. People sometimes just need a listening ear, a kind heart, someone who understands, and someone to help them see what they don't see yet, because you will. It's finding the right environment and reminding you that you matter, always. So I'll leave you in peace now, and thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, like I said, drop me a wee message on the page or drop me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, take care. Bye bye.